This is my favorite. If everyone is struggling, why are there driveways full of new trucks? It's not just trucks. I've never seen so many people with a damn BMW in my life.
Have you ever noticed something that doesn't seem to make sense? Everywhere you look, people are talking about how expensive everything has become. Canadians are struggling with housing costs, groceries, insurance, debt, interest rates, and people say they're stressed, they're worried, and they're feeling squeezed. Yet, at the same time, you drive through a neighborhood and you're seeing brand new trucks, luxury SUVs, renovated homes, boats, trailers, and expensive vacations all over social media.
Hot women with fake tits and new lips. You ever think about that one? I bartended for a long time. Lot of fake tits, lot of Louis Vuitton purses. And these weren't people, these weren't patrons. Oh no, they worked right next to me. Who's paying for that?
And if you're struggling financially yourself, it can create a really uncomfortable question. Like if everyone says,
You think they're financing their boob jobs? I really want to know that. No, I'm looking that up. All right, this is very strange. I don't know why I'm looking this up, but I put what percent of women have to finance their boob jobs? Okay. It says industry statistics indicate that about 15% of breast augmentation patients fully finance their procedures through medical loans and specialized payment plans. A lot of them, a popular one is Care Credit. That's very niche. That's just boob jobs. That's not even including all the other jobs. Just throwing that out there. I wonder how many people finance or put it on the credit card Louis Vuitton. Any takers from downtown? Learning something new every day.
they're struggling, why does it seem like everyone around me is doing better than I am? And the truth is that appearances can be incredibly misleading. Some people genuinely are doing very well, for sure. Business owners in certain industries have had strong years. Some professionals have seen their incomes increase significantly. Some people bought homes decades ago and benefited enormously from rising property values. Others inherited money or received financial help from family. Some people invested successfully. Some people simply earn much higher incomes than the average, right? And those realities absolutely do exist. But, and here's the thing, there's another side to the story that people rarely talk about. Canada is also carrying record levels of household debt. So for years, low interest rates made borrowing feel relatively painless. People financed vehicles, renovations, recreational properties, and lifestyle purchases because the monthly payments seemed manageable at the time. Then interest rates started rising. Suddenly, many Canadians discovered they didn't necessarily own those lifestyles as much as they thought they did. They were financing them. And there's a big difference. One of the reasons social media can be so damaging is that it allows us to compare our financial reality to someone else's highlight reel, right? We see the new truck, but not the monthly payment. So we see the vacation photos, but not the credit card balance. We see the renovated kitchen, but not the home equity line of credit.
Yeah, some people do just got it like that, but I would say this is most people. Everything he just said. Do you know how many people are driving cars? I have no business driving that car. No business. I live hood adjacent. I see it every day. In my neighborhood where I own a house, there's just a few cars in there. I go, what are you doing? Like the car does not match the house, does not match this neighborhood. I see it every day. That's something that I don't care. Get it how you live. Do your thing. Not my life. You do it up, boo. Do you? The amount of people. I think that's a big one. You know what I mean? And you can't really even judge people on how they dress anymore. You just can't. You just can't. It's like upside down world. It's like someone who is driving regular schmegular looks like a geek off the street, loaded, making all kinds of money. It's raining from the sky. You would never know. Guy next to him looks like he's rich, but he's not. He's driving a car that does not match his house. Just throwing it out there. Then the dude who looks like a no one is driving the car that doesn't match his house. But in other words, his house is so nice that it's like, bro, when are you going to upgrade that car? It's devaluing the property just being in the driveway. It's like my brother drives this old hoopty. Oh my god, it took him forever just to suck it up and get a truck. Jeez, he still has the car. He still drives it. Piece of crap. I mean, this thing's a bucket, and that's what he's pulling up in. But he's doing very, very well. Boy do good. He just wouldn't know it, you know? Maybe if you go to his house isn't the nicest thing, but he owns it, you know? Just throwing it out there. It's just kinda we do live in a weird it's a weird era. It really is.
We see the success, but not necessarily the stress. And I think that's important because many people quietly assume they're falling behind when in reality, they may simply be comparing themselves to, incomplete information. I was talking to somebody recently who said they felt embarrassed driving an older vehicle because everyone around them seemed to have something newer. Then they discovered that several of those newer vehicles carried payments larger than their entire monthly transportation budget. And suddenly, the comparison looked very different. So, what's interesting is that economists often talk about something called lifestyle inflation. As incomes rise, spending trends tend to rise as well. And, the bigger house leads to higher taxes, insurance, utilities, and maintenance. The newer vehicle leads to larger payments. The nicer vacation becomes, the new normal. Sometimes people with high incomes just feel as financially stressed as people earning far less because
And some people do got it like that. Some people are check to check, but they're making 13 grand a month combined, but they can't save anything because they do drive the BMWs and they do have all the things and the stuff and the trips to Paraguay and, you name it, Bermuda, Bahama, come on, baby mama. So it's not like they can't afford it. All right. They're just spending it all. That's the difference. So I don't want to sit here and be on like on a high horse. See them driving a nice car. Obviously, they're driving the nice car. It's not like they can't swing it, right? They just might be stretched thin. But it's not like they can't pay for it. So technically, they can afford it, right? So, what's your priority? I like to spend all my money on sushi personally. But hey, that's just me, right? I'd rather spend your car payment on fancy dinners. That's just how I roll, though. I'll pull up to the nice restaurant in the 2007. That's how I do, baby boo. And I'm tipping nice, as long as the service is good and I'm eating great. But that's not everybody's priority, right? So it's not like they don't got it like that. Some of them don't got it like that. Man, some of the cars in my neighborhood just do not match the vibe. And what were you thinking? Because I wasn't. It's coupe. Oh, I know. It is a sweet car. You know what I mean? Like, it is a dope ride. But seriously, it don't match.
their expenses expanded alongside their earnings. Now, obviously, none of this means people shouldn't enjoy success, right? If somebody works hard, builds businesses, makes smart investments, creates wealth, that's fantastic. Like, all the power to you. We should celebrate that. But I think many Canadians would benefit from remembering that financial appearances don't always tell the whole story, because the goal isn't to look wealthy, okay? The goal is to build security. The goal is reducing stress. The goal is creating options. The goal is sleeping well at night, knowing that an unexpected expense won't completely derail your life. And honestly, I think that's where the conversation needs to go. Instead of constantly comparing ourselves to what other people appear to.
People just be living like that on the edge, You could be driving a 2010 right now. Maybe you got 10 grand in the bank. You own your car. You could go sell it. You could go get the money for that today. Some people don't have that, and their car is rented. They couldn't even sell that if they wanted to. So it just depends how you chop it up, man. You know what I mean? But let's not like say these people can't necessarily afford it. Like they are. They're paying for it. Now, can they afford to save? Maybe, probably not. They're going to be eating all types of great dinners and stuff. Like maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're just rich. Some people got it like that. I know someone making 70K and they're driving a 100,000 brand new truck. Yeah, this is a pretty they'll just give a new car to anybody these days. They go, "You make 4 grand a month? Here you go. Yeah, take it. Yeah, you want it lifted?" I go, "I'd love it lifted." "Will it lift my bank account?" He goes, "No, it'll drain it." He goes, "Perfect. Sign me up." Every holiday is always the busiest travel on record, which never makes sense to me. Yeah, man. People go and get it like that. A 5K car with a 150K stock portfolio looks poor, while a 150K car with a 5K portfolio looks rich. See, that's a bit of a extreme, drastic stretch. A 150K car with 5K. I would say people drive $150,000 vehicles probably got it pretty well. It's that 50K mark, that 50 to that 100K mark. That's a little, I would say more like 50 to the 70K mark. If you're driving a $150,000 car, like, bro, you got it like that. You just do. You just do. Um, Restaurants are packed. People are with full carts at Costco, big trips, fancy clothes. Yeah, they're gonna keep living life, man. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. That's why they call it check to check. They're still gonna go do the thing. People got so used to the boom times, normal times seem bad. Okay, because I'm not struggling. That's why I got a new truck. Yeah, no, it makes sense. You know what? I think we've heard enough. I think the one thing you could take away from this whole conversation is sometimes people just got it like that. You know what I mean? What's your prerogative? You know what I mean? Like, if you can afford it, yeah, sure, go ahead, man. You know what I mean? Like, do your thing. But I do think a lot of times people don't think about it. They get the car, they get the stuff, rack up the credit card debt, they get all the things, and then that's when it usually weighs in. About 6 months after that, that's when it hits you. And you go, "Oh my god, my bills are how much?" And you go, "I only make this much." And then that's where it becomes the impossible trap. And then you are like in that check to check cycle. Even though technically you can afford it, it's just now you can't afford all these other things. Hell of a talk. Get the hell out of here. Good luck.